So, Julius Malema asked the Woolworths to remove each and every product which was manufactured from Israel by the end of this month.
Comrades, Woolworths has got a responsibility by end of this month to remove every product on their shelves that comes from Israel. If they don't remove products from Israel, we'll go and remove them ourselves. We don't want any product of Israel sold here in South Africa. We don't want the food that comes from the people who have blood of innocent people on their hands.
That was Julius Malema, the president of EFF. His speech had raised a lot of polemic among South Africans. There are those who believe that he is supposed not to say so, and they had to come into their media to challenge him. There is a couple of videos which we would have liked to share with you, but in this video we have this one particular video which we want to discuss with you in order for us to even engage ourselves in deep conversation by inviting you first to have a listen to what this lady had to say about what Julius Malema had said last week.
EFF, ladies and gentlemen, tell me, what do you really have to offer South Africans? You know, driving back home, I was listening to Malema shouting with his boldest voice, but shouting nothing. I had nothing but trouble and poverty in his speech. That guy had no vision for better future or brighter future, even that for that matter. For South Africans, all he's concerned about are foreigners and foreign affairs. He's so deep into Israel because he has nothing to make noise about. He has failed. He misled people for a full decade. We got nothing from the EFF. Today, he's busy attacking he's busy today. Busy doing nothing but attacking the only two businesses that are employing South Africans, that are not employing illegal foreigners, Woolworths and McDonald's. He's telling us, who is he? Telling the people of South Africa, if Woolworths doesn't remove Israel products that are imported from Israel, we will come. When you say we, you're mentioning who? You and Zimbabweans, you and Nigerians. Obviously, you can go and do that in Nigeria if they have Woolworths. You can go and do that in Zimbabwe if they have Woolworths, but not in South Africa. You want us to go and cause chaos at Woolworths, the only company that feeds South Africans? Let me tell you one thing, Malema. You have nothing to offer South Africans. We will not even see you in a ballot paper next year. You will not even make it to the top 4. The only people on the ballot paper, remember, you can't hire a crowd. PR doesn't work. That's why always EFF votes are always down. People's eyes are open now. They know you for who you are. Woolworths employs poor and middle class South Africans, 100% born South Africans, not foreigners, not people who are South Africans by marrying a South African. So think twice before you attack Woolworths, because we are for Woolworths, not for you. After attacking Woolworths, then what? Then where our people are going to work? You are so quiet. 3 kids died here in South Africa from eating rotten things from foreigners' plaza shops. You were very silent about that. Now you have a big mouth about Woolworths. Woolworths that sells the freshest things and employs South African. That's all about giving scholarships to South African kids. Why don't you go and do that to Woolworths in Zimbabwe? Woolworths in Nigeria? Your brothers. Please. We've had enough of you. We've had enough of you tearing South Africa down. Tearing South African downs by putting them, South Africans down like they're nothing. When you buy dirty money from these foreigners, we had enough. You have nothing to offer us. You misled people into thinking that you can give them land that you don't have yourself. The little land that you have, you acquired through the corruption of this ANC. When you were an ANC member, that's why Pravin went after you, and he won you because he knew how you acquired those assets. So please, as middle class and poor South Africans, let us strive for a better South Africa in peace, Malema and your people.
All right, I want us to have a deep conversation on what you just watched from this lady. So this lady, she give a point of view as a South African. Me also, I'm going to give also my point of view, not just like a South African, but as an African. I want us to have point by point as we get to review what she said and what Julius Malema had said, so that at the end of this video we'll try to understand exactly what happened and what need to be done, right? In a video, she started by asking this question: Julius Malema, what do you have to offer South Africans? That is a very good question. But I believe if she's someone who seemed to know Julius Malema very well as she claimed to be, what Julius Malema will offer to South Africans. That's number one. Because you can't claim to know someone, you can't claim to criticize someone based on what they are saying, but yet you have to come and ask them the same question, saying that what do you have to offer to the people of South Africa if you don't really know what these people can offer. She said that all Julius Malema have got is to focus on foreigners and foreigner policies. Again, as I said, that is a way of thinking. But we have different way of thinking, right? And we have a different way of seeing things. We have a different way of understanding things, where, especially when the politicians speak out. And if there is a word foreigner policies, it is because you can't live by yourself without foreigner. You can't either do business on your own without doing with other foreigners, without other countries. So foreigner policies, foreigner news, everything which has to do with foreigner, it has a very big impact on each and every country economy. I'm going to give you this very easy example. Look at this. We're having MTN in South Africa, which is a South Africa company. We're having Vodacom, so on and so on. These companies, if you go to our brothers from Nigeria, they're having it. If you go somewhere, maybe in Zimbabwe, those countries that you just mentioned, because I know they're they're everywhere, even in Namibia, these companies, they're over there. Now tell me, if South Africa did not have what we call foreigner policy, if South Africa were not in good relationship with all these foreigner countries, what would this MTN have to go and do there? What would this McDonald's or Woolworth have to go there? Have to go and do there? These countries will only go to other countries if only your country, they have what they call foreigner policies. It is through foreigner policies you will have to build a strong relationship through different diplomacy conditions according to what you guys will agree. It is through foreigner policies that you'll get to understand what these other countries, investors want to come and do in your countries. So when you talking about Malema engaging the foreigner policies, my sister, you should have known already that that's for your own good. That's for your own good, because if Malema can be good with the foreigner policies, if he can have a strong diplomacy, it will be able to bring even more investors to come and invest in your country. Now, when you sitting there criticizing his foreigner policies, how do you expect things will change for you? Because the foreigner policies that we are talking about here, it has nothing to do with those countries that we just mentioned. Foreigner policies that we are talking about here, it has something to do with different nations around the world. It can be a country from Europe, America, Asia, all over around the world. I know what you are scared of. I know what is your problem. Your problem is hating another black fellow Africans. And that's what we note from your message. You are having something more personal with your fellow Africans. You are busy talking about Woolworth. Do you know the owner of this Woolworth? Can you come and tell us the owner of this Woolworth? Let me not even go there. So another part, she said, Malema, according to her, of course, she said Malema is motivating or asking South Africans to go ahead and loot Woolworth. No, my sister, that you get it wrong. Julius Malema did not use any word of looting. He did not call for any violence. He did not ask for anyone to do any kind of action. So I don't know why are you being afraid like that. Because through down your video, you said that Julius Malema represents nothing. Julius Malema, he never even reach in the top 4. You're never gonna do nothing. No one gonna vote him. You said about all those things, but at the same time, you seem to be very afraid of what comes from Julius Malema's mouth. If you believe that Julius Malema is that unpopular as you trying to make it look like in your video, I believe you should have sit down and relax and not worry about what Julius Malema said or not. Now, for the fact that you are saying that no, Julius Malema is asking people they should sabotage Woolworth, this and that, Woolworth is the one that employs South Africans, he does this, he does that, which is not bad after all. Yes, that's how it's supposed to be. Each and every country, each and every company in South Africa, according to me, I believe they should be employing all South Africans. And our fellow Africans, they should be there maybe as investors to invest so that we can even have more jobs in the country, which is not bad what the Woolworth is doing. But Julius Malema did not ask anyone to go and do something bad to the Woolworth. He only asked them. I will repeat this. He only asked them, saying that they should remove each and every product which was manufactured from Israel. He did not either say that, no, you guys, when you go there, you should. No, he did not ask even his followers to go and do anything like that. He simply said,
Woolworths has got a responsibility by end of this month to remove every product on their shelves that comes from Israel.
So Julius Malema did not ask anyone to go and loot Woolworth. He did not either ask Woolworth to close. No, he simply said that if they did not do this by the end of the month, is going to take some measurement. That's what he said. And you're supposed to wait and see first if in case if Woolworth they did not obey to what Julius Malema asked them, then you would perhaps say that, okay, let's wait and see what will be this measurement that Julius Malema want to take against Woolworth. That is how you're supposed to be thinking, and not go and start assuming things that the poor guy did not even say. Because you saying that, you just contradict yourself. On one side, you're saying that Julius Malema had nothing to offer South Africa, and that's the reason why there's no people following him, and no one who's going to vote for him in this upcoming general election in 2024. But at the same time, you're giving us the impression that Julius Malema, he has a very big population out there which listen to him, and if he give a word, if he ask them to do something, they'll do it. That's what me I understand. So it's not good for you to say something that someone did not say. You rather said exactly what the person said, so that even people who are listening to you, they'll say that, yeah, this lady makes sense on what she's saying. You went on and said that you won't vote for the EFF, you won't vote for Julius Malema. Well, that is normal. It is your choice. We all have our people that we might vote or not. When you'll be going to your ballot paper, you'll be all alone there. So no one will come and tell you that, no, look, I'm putting the gun on your head, go ahead, vote for EFF or vote for DA or ANC. No, that is your personal choice. Whether you're going to vote for Julius Malema or not, no one cares. But you don't need to come and influence people, because you are not the one who's carrying the hope of all South African out there, and you are not the one who's going to vote in behalf of everyone. So your choice of you not voting for Julius Malema or not, that is your personal choice, and no one will force you on that one. We'll have to respect all of us. We know who will vote on that day. So that is not something that myself, I feel like it has a very big impact on what you said. No. I'm still trying to understand exactly what were you trying to say by all that. But you went down saying that Julius Malema, you won't even be in the top 4 Well, let's stop there a little bit, because sometimes we need to relate the history in order for some people to catch up, just in case maybe they forgot quick about what had happened. Okay, you said that Julius Malema won't be in the top 4. At the moment, where's Julius Malema sitting? Julius Malema with the EFF. Guys, by the way, I'm not a EFF member. I'm not a Julius Malema fan, but I'm just trying to address also this matter and give my point of view as much as she gave also a point of view. At the moment, when you say that no, this guy, he can't be in the top 4. Okay, at the moment, in the past election, where was EFF with Julius Malema sitting at? Let's take 10 years ago, because you earlier on you said that you've been listening to him. Julius Malema make too much noise, blah 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 blah. He does nothing. Okay, fine. That is according to you. You said that it does not mean nothing. It does not say anything that makes sense, according to you. But can you tell me how many members of EFF were there in 2013 when this EFF movement was recognized as a political party? How many were there? And how many are there now? If you get that number, can you now tell me how possible a person who makes noise on things that does not make sense, according to you, managed to convince all these millions of South Africans to be behind him? Whether it is through their social media, whether it is in the ballot papers, you can see that they are growing in numbers very fast. And if I have to tell you, according to the research from different political analysis, they will tell you that EFF with Julius Malema, they are growing up in the number, and that the well-organized political party at the moment in South Africa. For your own information, you can go and Google, make a research about it. They'll tell you the most well-organized political party at the moment as we're talking. They are so disciplined, very respectful, very friendly. I'm sure by now you might even be surprising, how do I know about all this? Because you might even end up thinking that no, I'm part of them. I'm not part of them, but I'm telling you the fact, because this is what we do here. We do analysis. We get to hear from different people and do analysis on what people are saying and compare and try to bring out the truth. Your message is all about misleading people and making Julius Malema look like a bad person. But we have to address these matters so that at the end of this video, whoever will watch it, they'll understand whether you are right or either we are right as well in our analysis. So I just give a very simple example. In 2013 to 2023, how many members of EFF were there? And how many are there now? Can't you even see most of South Africa's celebrities, politicians, whoever they call themselves, they are busy joining EFF? Is that still mean nothing to you? Can't you see that this political party, it is in a very high speed that might change things around the country? What do you need in order for you to understand that? So according to me, a leader who does not have a vision, a leader who speaks nonsense that does not make sense, a leader who does not speak, who does speak things that does not add or have any significant meaning. I'm telling you, this leader, people they're not gonna follow him, people they're not gonna love him, people they're not even gonna pay attention to what he's saying. Is that the case with Julius Malema? I doubt, because we have seen a couple of actions that this man have took. It had a serious impact, whether it is on South African economy, whether it is on the ruling party, whether it is anyone, whether it is the farmers. It has a serious impact. You could see how these people are being shaken by his words, by his speech. Whether it is the West power, everyone. You know, sometimes I feel very pity and very disappointing at the same time, listening to my fellow sister talking this way, because if only you know where we are coming from, all the suffering we went through, if you remember all these things, then you will understand that the kind of speech that you are giving is not kind of the speech that will build South Africa or Africa continent to go forward. It's not kind of speed that will make us develop this country. It's not the kind of speed that will help you to finish your load shedding or all those points that you raised through your video. Do you know why? Because this is kind of this is a hate speech, if I have to put it that way. Because listening to you, you can tell already that it is not all about Julius Malema. You hate Julius Malema because he believes in fellow Africans. That is your point. You hate Julius Malema because he defends the unity of Africa. You hate Julius Malema because he stands against the open IMAS system and helping African countries to stand up against this West so that we can become one country and go forward and do things differently. When you're talking, you are mentioning on how Julius Malema is there to focus on Nigeria, Zimbabwe, blah, blah. Okay, fine. You're saying all that because you hate them. If you had the love of your fellow Africans, I don't think you will have put it in that way. Regardless of how bad these people they can be, I don't think you will have put it in that way. So you're putting it more personal because you have something which has to do with foreign nationality. So when we are here preaching the unity of Africa, when we are here trying to put Africans together in order for us to develop this continent, we're having people like you who are busy destroying what we're building. And you want me to sit and keep quiet about this kind of comment? No. No. I'm not going to allow that to happen because that's not a good thing. That's not a good message we should be talking about. Whether you like Julius Malema or not, go and manifest it in your ballot paper. The day you'll be voting, don't vote for him. Simple as that. Actually, the man does not even care. He had given his reasons many times, saying that if this will cause me not to be in the union building, let it be. If this will make you not to vote for me, stop voting for me. Simple as that. He had given you a green light for you to go ahead and stop voting for him if you want to. So stop coming in the media and trying to poison other people's mind. Do you think that everyone think like you? No, my dear sister, that was too much. You know, you even went far saying that on the ballot paper, on that day, social media and people, there's something that you can't hide. That is true. That one I totally agree with you. When it comes on the voting day, you can't hire people. You can't hire the number that you are having on your social media because you're having millions of followers or whatsoever. Then you believe that these people are going to vote for you. No. Fikile Mbalula have said it before. And I think I had once also commented and said that it's right. Social media does not vote. It is people who vote. And you can't hire people to vote for you. They might even take your money. But once they are in front of those ballot papers, they'll end up voting for someone else. So I totally agree with you. But let us just do a simple mathematics here. The social media that you guys are talking about, it is not also just fake numbers or robots who usually follow those social medias. Behind those followers, there is a human being who use their brain, their hands and their finger to click the follow button. So you can't come and say that no, people, I mean, the numbers that these people are having on their social media, it does not make sense. No. As long as it is human being who click, because in order for someone to click or subscribe to your channel or your Twitter account or Instagram, this person, which means they find something more value, there's something that they like about you and they want to get more from you. So if it happened that Julius Malema have millions of followers on his Twitter account or maybe Facebook account, which means these people, they believe in him. They are not there for fun. It is because she have a personal problem with our fellow African brothers who are living in South Africa. For her, them, they are the problem. So whoever who's trying to defend them, whoever who's willing maybe to work with them and try to find a proper way to live with them, that person will be an enemy. And that is what she manifests through this video. So what to take from my speech is that what she said, it has nothing to do with Julius Malema. I saw another one of them because there were so many videos just that I did not have enough time to play you all the video. Another one, she was busy blaming Julius Malema about unemployment. She was busy calling Julius Malema names, saying that no, he never done nothing for South Africans. Then I'm like, my sister, are you even listening to yourself? This is not the right time for you to blame EFF with Julius Malema, because they are not the ruling party. They are not in power. Let's judge them once they'll be in power. Let's judge them from what you know that, okay, these people, that the one who's supposed to be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, but they're not doing it. They're not, Julius Malema is not the president of this country. He's not the one who will give you a job. If you want a job, go and ask the ruling party. So when you're sitting, you blaming people who have not even ruled the country, you are blaming them already. What kind of thinking is that? So guys, the problem is not about Julius Malema, what he said or not. It is either these people that are scared of Julius Malema because of whatsoever he said, it has an impact on them and on South African economy. That's the reason why you see when Julius Malema announced the national shutdown, everyone, they were like, whoa. So it is either that, or either they just hate the men. They hate the names of Julius Malema, or maybe because he gets along with other foreign nationalities. I believe even some of us, when we are talking like this, some of you will call us names. Some of you will judge us. All just because maybe you do not agree with our point of view. I'm not expecting you to agree with our point of view, but just try to respect it at least, because we all have the right to give our point of view. As much as she did is the same as Julius Malema did. As much as Julius Malema did give his point of view, is the same as me as well. But the point here we should understand is that Julius Malema is someone who's running to be a president of this country some days, whether we like it or not. And in order for you to be that, you need to position yourself. The problem which is happening in Israel, between Israel and Palestine, these people, they've been having this problem for so many years. And this problem, it has reached to the point of each and every nation around the world should try to position themselves. Either they are in, either they are out. And what Julius Malema was doing was to show what is South Africa's side. And when he, for example, he asked McDonald and Woolworth to not support the Israel, it is normal. That's how it happens everywhere. My sister, everywhere that's how it happens. A company can't go on the opposite side with the choice that the local government had made. If South Africa said that we are going to support, Israel, then all the companies, they don't have choice. They have to support what the government is talking about. If South Africa, like the way they decided to support Palestine, then fine. Which means all the companies, they have to support. So Julius Malema asked McDonald's to not associate themselves with anything which has to do with Israel. McDonald's, they react immediately. They said that, no, look, don't get us involved in all those matters. If other McDonald's, they are supporting the Israeli militaries in order for them to go and bomb and kill innocent people in Palestine, it is okay. That is fine. They have their own diplomacy. They have their own law. We are not depending on the same McDonald's. That is a McDonald's Israel. They can do whatever they want to do because it is in their country. But us as a South Africans, we don't have to, if we don't feel like doing it. And at the moment, that's not our priority for us, because we have a lot of things to focus on. We have like things like unemployment matters which need to be discussed to see on how McDonald's can even engage more South Africans. So guys, these are the things that we need at least to understand and try to be at least more understanding on certain matters, because we don't just need to talk for fun. We don't just need to talk because we want to have many followers or maybe many likes, or maybe we want to become someone like everyone they should talk about. No, let us talk about matters that make sense. If you want to criticize someone, try to take time to listen to them first. What was their point of view? What did they mean when they were saying 1, 2, 3, 4? Then after that, you can put your camera on and now start correcting them and giving also your point of view. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. It was very important that we discuss about this. So guys, if you find anything important in this video, if you believe that what I said, it makes sense according to you, all you have to do, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and that like button. Give me your thumbs up. I will really do appreciate. It is also another way of you encouraging us on what we are doing. And if you believe maybe that I say something that you're not happy with, well, I apologize. I did not mean to offend anyone. I was just giving my point of view as any South African or any African. So I was just giving my point of view on that way. So if you find anything that, no, maybe I offend you, or maybe I go against what you wanted me to talk about, I apologize about that. But above all, we are one nation, we are one people. We should continue just loving one another and try to defeat all our problems among ourselves. We don't need to fight. We just need to show the love, and try to do what is good in order for us to develop this beautiful nation. So feel free also to drop your comment down below. Tell us what you think about what we just discussed, and suggest any topic that you would like us to talk about in the next video. We'll really do appreciate that. Well, guys, that will be all for tonight. For now, continue to be yourself. Be good, be kind, have respect for everyone in order for you to be respected. May God bless you all. I'll see you again very soon. Ciao, ciao.